I'm Colleen Cook, inviting you to get away from it all and discover an evening of classical favorites at the Florida Orchestra's Beethoven to Bernstein concert. So why did Beethoven compose his Coriolan Overture? Was he inspired by Shakespeare's powerful tragedy about Coriolanus, the Roman general destroyed by his own pride? Or did it actually have more to do with clinching a good business deal? In 1807, when Beethoven wrote that overture, he was trying to convince an influential Viennese playwright named Heinrich von Coleen to write the lyrics and the dialogue for some operas that Beethoven wanted to compose. Well, since von Coleen had written his own play about the general Coriolanus, Beethoven composed an overture for Coleen's play, probably to win the playwright's favor. Well, the opera collaboration never really happened, but fortunately the world got one of Beethoven's great overtures. The Coriolan Overture is tragic, heroic, and it's punctuated with humanity and compassion. All of that in 8 short minutes of music. Well, next we go from Beethoven to an early work by America's most prolific 20th century composer, the great Leonard Bernstein. In 1947, 2 years after World War II ended, British poet W.H. Auden published his last and his longest poem called The Age of Anxiety. It's a story about 4 lonely drinkers who meet in a New York bar during the war. They end up spending the evening together, talking about their hopes and their fears, and agonizing over their personal search for faith and meaning in a post-war world. When young Leonard Bernstein first read Auden's haunting poetry, it gripped him like a vice, and it was the inspiration for his Second Symphony, a work for piano and orchestra, also called The Age of Anxiety. Bernstein was a pianist, and he openly admitted that the sometimes turbulent role of the piano in his Symphony No.3 symbolized his own difficult struggle and search for faith. Bernstein's music is electrifying, and it packs all the suspense of a modern-day film score. If you like the music from Bernstein's West Side Story, come discover his Age of Anxiety Symphony. Well, composer Robert Schumann struggled most of his life with anxiety and keeping his sanity, and unfortunately it was a battle that he lost in the end. But 1850 was one of Schumann's happiest and most productive years. That's because a vacation that he and his wife Clara took on the lovely Rhine River Valley did wonders for his disposition. That lovely scenic place inspired his Third Symphony, and that's why it's nicknamed the Rhenish Symphony. You can hear Schumann's happiness filled through this music. The Rhenish Symphony had an enormous influence on his young friend and protege, Johannes Brahms. This uplifting work is an inspiring way to end a great musical getaway. So don't miss the Florida Orchestra's Discovery Series season opener. It's Beethoven to Bernstein, the weekend of October 12th, 13th, and 14th in Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Clearwater. So come, take your ears and your mind on a vacation by enjoying live music. Find out more online at floridaorchestra.org.